Is artificial intelligence, AI, going to eliminate realtors and real estate agents? Interesting question, huh? I know there's a lot of uncertainty with AI. Some of you don't know much. Some of you have been researching a lot. Some of you have been using it maybe for your social media. Very few of you probably for your business. But let's talk a little bit about AI and some facts about it, and then some things that you can do if you're in the industry. As soon as AI came out, I pretty much saw it for what it was. It's definitely something that we utilize. I utilize it in my life, in my businesses, right? In real estate, in my online stuff. And it's a powerful tool. However, at no point did I think myself or my agents or my students were going to be replaced, at least anytime soon, like within our lifetime. So let me talk to you about why, and let me explain to you some of the issues that people run into when it comes to AI. For the people who are in our industry who are amateur, don't take it serious, just show up, do the bare minimum, of course, they should be afraid of AI. Why? Because it's not 1980 anymore. The internet's out. We're not the gatekeepers anymore of information and stuff in regards to real estate. You know, people used to walk into offices to list their home, and agents got floor time, right? And I know some offices still do that, I think, at least to pick up the phone or be present, right? But if you're that agent who does nothing, doesn't educate themselves, is not an expert on pricing, is not a great communicator or salesperson, and you're just kind of there, then absolutely AI can replace you. Because again, what value do you bring? It's the same thing when you see the self-checkout at supermarkets, when you saw the whole Netflix thing take over and Blockbuster get put out. Where you are obsolete, yes, you will be taken out. Now, that's just a general statement that I made, right? But let's look at some of the nuance here to, play devil's advocate to that. I've been involved in a lot of transactions now and been involved in helping a lot of transactions with my team over the years, right? Hundreds and millions of real estate sold at this point, right? I can think of, off the top of my head, 20 or 30 deals, if not more, probably 50 or 100, where I know if I wasn't present in that negotiation of the deal, those deals would not have made it to closing. Is AI or a robot or a computer going to negotiate? Going to be able to field and deal with people's emotions? Or you remove the realtor and now it's just that buyer client and the seller client together. Oh man, forget it. Those deals aren't going to close. You need that middleman. Now, a middleman is present in a lot of transactions. You see this a lot. Actors and professional athletes, they don't negotiate their own contracts. A neutral third party is always utilized, right? That's a big one. Number two is there's a level of conduct and professionalism with us. And we'll say for the top 5 or 10%, right? We get our license. We follow a code of ethics. We take our job serious. We do a lot of training, coaching, right? Develop our sales skills and systems. And we run an actual business here, which streamlines the transaction, connects all of the vendors along the way, right? Escrow, title, lenders, everyone else, contractors, home inspectors, termite inspectors. Well, AI can do that. Yeah, maybe to a degree. But one of the factors that's missing in there, and you hear this a lot because I've dealt with people who have worked with like Realtor.com and some of these, Trulia, some of these websites. And they say when they have like AI or they just have a person, right? Like an employee, a salaried employee compared to us, which we're commission based, that it's just, they didn't like the service. People didn't know what they were doing. They showed up late, left early. If they had a question after hours, they never got a hold of anybody. And sure, the AI can fill in some of those gaps, right? It can probably take some of your questions. But how many of you have ever called the customer service line and now you can't get a hold of somebody and it's AI? Are you happy? Or are you like me where I'm yelling customer service representative and I'm trying to get a hold to talk to somebody and not go through all the prompts or the AI thing? And it's frustrating, right? So I'm just giving you a few things. In addition to that, they're pushing technology, social media, and AI hard. I'm already seeing people going back to preferring non-edited content like mine more and more now, more like raw type of stuff, and dealing with people. Preferring that checkup phone call instead of just, a text message or whatever it is, or something virtual. I know people right now are getting fatigued for being on Zoom all the time, and they want to get back to doing stuff in person. That hasn't completely flipped yet, but I'm starting to see it. People are kind of getting sick of dealing with voices and robots and AI to a degree, and they're starting to realize, man, I miss dealing with people. So on one hand, we have your ability as an agent, which you're going to develop over time. And if you're really trained and you take your profession serious, you'll be fine. But on the other end, you have to really understand the intricacies of what we do, because we don't sell pencils. We don't sell books. We're helping people through, in most cases, the only time they're ever going to buy a home or sell a home. Most people are going to do that once or twice in their life. Most people. The people like me who have bought a ton, yeah, maybe we'll use a computer or whatever. But the people who are doing it one time aren't really that wealthy. Do you really think they would trust a fully automated real estate process? Maybe some super tech savvy people who are super trusting. But do you think the average working man, working woman is going to trust them? It's a toss up. Even if only half say yes. Well, there you go. Only half. Then once that rolls out and people start using it, what's going to be the percentage that says approved versus, you know what, I don't like it? That's also going to chop that number down, right? And again, I'm just presenting scenarios here. Now, if we went up and did a formal debate with people, I would present, some different points in regards to this stuff. But I want to take like a bird's eye viewpoint on this thing. And I really think the main people who are concerned about that are the people that deep down are insecure because they know they're not putting in the work. And they really believe like, hey, I'm not worth it. It's no different to me, similarly, as like an agent who hesitates to call a for sale by owner because they're like, well, they can sell on their own. They don't need me. The argument isn't if they can sell on their own or not. We know they can. It's they're going to sell for less money if they don't use us. So why would I call them being afraid? But again, if you doubt your service, your skills, your ability, it's the same thing. So AI, in my eyes, is almost like the same thing. Do we utilize it in our businesses? Hell yeah. Do we utilize it on my online stuff? Hell yeah. It's a beautiful technology if you utilize it. But on the other end, another mistake that people make is now with the AI and the technology push, you just want to automate everything. AI, ChatGPT, this and that. Look, you guys know all these videos and posts online that are purely AI, YouTube recently said we're going to demonetize and not monetize the AI content anymore, right? If I have an ad on my screen that's AI, I can totally tell. We see through this stuff. And now you want to automate everything? How are you going to automate everything in a people business? There are certain things you can automate, absolutely. Put all the information that you gather that you want to make for a market report and spit it through the AI and the ChatGPT, and it'll probably write up a cool email for you. Great. But even then, if you took the time, or your copywriter or your assistant, to manually write it and give it that personal touch, there'd be a difference. If I spit something out on social media in AI versus if I hand write it, night and day difference in engagement. The one that I hand write, hands down, much better, more engaging. People like it more. I get more messages, more likes, more interactions, hands down. Because you got to think about it this way, guys. If we use the AI recommendations and prompts and everybody uses it, we're all literally going to spit out the same content, and we're right back to the start where everyone's doing the same thing. It's just now being recommended by AI. Then how are you going to differentiate yourself? How are you going to offer a unique value proposition? One of the best things that you can do as we start wrapping up this video and getting into the ending portion, number one, make yourself irreplaceable to where your skill set and what you bring is irreplaceable by AI. You can do that. You become an expert. I know just my communication skills alone and my sales skills destroy AI. There's a lot more to it, but I know that one alone sets me apart, right? Because then that goes into negotiation, the customer experience, and everything else, right? Number 2 is your brand. When your brand to whoever, 500 people, 1,000 people, a million people, however big it is, right? When your brand is so solid that you have a customer base, a fan base, and people know you, like you, and trust you, you don't have to worry about it. They're going to work with you. Because the same thing can be applied to point 3, which is building, cultivating, and securing a strong sphere of influence, your database. You've been hearing this in real estate since before I got in the business 12 or 13 years ago. Because those relationships that you build, those professional relationships, leverage against market disruptors like AI. Because people will willingly work with you and maybe even pay you more instead of saving money because they like you and they like your brand and they like you and they have a relationship with you. Number 4, you need to become independent in regards to your ability to generate leads. You need to be a lead generation machine, not relying on a company or this person's going to give me leads. Nope. Then you'll be destroyed by AI and technology. You need to be able to generate your own leads. Calling, door knocking, right? All those other things. You need to be a lead generation machine. Your social media comes in with this too. Your social media can contribute to creating a massive lead generation machine. That's one lever that you can pull. But you have to become, again, these are just a few quick tips to help leverage against AI or any market disruptor. Because the people who do these things are the people who are going to not only survive, but actually thrive. Because all that's going to happen is people are still going to make a shit ton of money in real estate, like a lot. But that percentage is just going to keep going down. And the people who used to skate by and make a little bit of money, they'll be out of the business. The people who used to do okay are not going to do okay. And the people who are doing really well, running teams, utilizing AI, right? Really nailing down their systems and sales processes, right? Like I look at the people on my team and in my community, all their businesses are up right now. So you watching this video, is your business up right now? Has it been going up? Because in our group, everybody's business is exploding. But when we look around, everyone's complaining. 71% of agents didn't sell houses. Well, we must be doing something right. So AI may take your job. It may replace you if you're replaceable. If you're irreplaceable, it won't. All right. So if you're new here or you haven't yet, check out some of the free resources I have in the description, along with my website. Anything else I can do for you guys, let me know. All right. See ya.